Yeah, all mage is right. Holy shit. I think Paladin's favorite here, right? So as Justsaiyan, do you keep just both lenses? Yeah. Holy crap. So much mage. Every game has been a mage. Every game has been mage and warrior, or mage versus mage. So he kept one lens and then dipped out on everything else. Bloodsail Corsair does nothing in this matchup. Yeah, you just might as well play it. It's just a nice little chip damage. Mage isn't gonna do anything in the early game against that one damage. What up, Sam? He plays the buffoon. Normally, like if there's nothing on board, he'd probably have slammed Arcane, but the monkey allows him to trade into these minions, so he can take a little bit less damage. He coins into the lens. Okay. I would have held because this does basically the same thing as Novice Engineer to me, and you get to like save coin for like later. But like I guess in the Paladin, there's not really any expensive things, so like saving coin like doesn't really do anything. Right? It's not like there's Uther anymore. It's not like you coin Uther, so that doesn't make any difference. Yikes. Makes sense. He wants to play out the mirror image now because he has Arcane Intellect in his hand and he wants to draw next turn with no fear of having to overdraw. When's your next break from school? When do I graduate? I graduate, I'll be done with school August 1st. And then my master's program will be at an end and I will have a degree. And then I will apparently be smart. My next break is the graduation. And then I stream 7 days a week. I'll probably stream like 7 days a week for like half a year and see how it does. And if we can maintain good viewership and we do 7 days a week. Like I'm thinking like 7 days a week, 4 to 5 hours a day. I can't do like 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's can't happen. But I can do 4 to 5 hours a day every day. And we'll see how the stream does. And then if worst case, we'll go part-time. So I'll do like 3 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week of streaming. And then I'll probably like work part-time or something. I can do like some marketing job or I can teach. There's a lot of options. Like I think I kind of have like a really wide variety of skill sets. So anything in like business, anything in marketing, admin, digital media, creative, like whatever. I've learned like broad set of skills. Nice, man. For some reason I thought you graduated next year. Nope. This is right now is I'm in my last semester. I actually have to write a 3-page paper tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know. I'll probably work on it maybe tomorrow afternoon before the stream or after the stream. Well, 7 days a week won't really be hard because it'll be like I'll have Hearthstone. I'll have Hearthstone, Auto Chess Standalone, I'll have WoW Classic, and I'll have Halo. Like, I'll have so many great games to play that, like, me playing is not, like, I'll always have something I want to do. Like, right now, it's just really Hearthstone, and there's nothing else that really interests me right now. So, be the marketeer. So as we know, the Paladin, for those of you unfamiliar with how this Paladin matchup works, the Paladin, the OTK one, just wants to draw a bunch of cards and keep the board as clear as possible. So like right now, just saying like he doesn't really want to clear the board because he doesn't like obviously he can't really shrink ray, he can't like do any wild pyromancer shenanigans. So he may just time out here. I mean, blocking out like what is this 15 damage to the dongers? Like definitely helps. Jobs in 2K19. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a real job. And I mean, yeah. I consider this a real job. I put more hours into this than I have anything else. Between streaming and making like YouTube content, like I'm doing it every day of the week for multiple hours a day. Some days obviously I take it lighter than others, but I like to think I work fairly hard. Plus I'm, obviously going to school and getting the master's degree, so that takes up a lot of my time, but probably takes up more than it should, just because I'm not like the greatest of students. Like it takes me longer to like, do assignments and stuff. Like I can't sit down for 3 hours and write a paper. I have to write the paper in like 10-minute increments. 2 sentences at a time, baby, then take 5-minute break. People suck. Trust me, I know. People suck big time, man. But you guys are all you guys are awesome. But yeah. I worked in New York for 2 years. I know people suck. Drink rang this board. Easy money. This song is such a banger. It just puts the Sea Giant out there. Alright. Justsaiyan has so many options. Like even oh my god, the humility. The humility. So I don't think he clears board, right? He just like 1-mana spells the Sea Giant down to like nothingness. And then he really doesn't have to do anything else. Like if he wants to, and he like, yeah, there's not really, yeah, just make the Sea Giant turn into like a wet paper bag. And then what, just play Zill and trade? Possible, but I don't even think he needs to play Zill. Yo, Dawson with a Twitch Prime for 3 months. I believe that's the first sub so far of the stream. So appreciate it, man. Glad to have you on board for another month. Thanks for supporting the channel and myself. So he's opting for the Wild Pyro and then the Humility? And then Shrivala for the trade. And then the Bayful Banker to put it back. Nice suit. Falls deep, he even throws out the Kangor. Well, purple does have big options for Mana Cyclone. And that just might be what he's opting for. So like Frost Nova, Snap, Freeze, Mirror Entity, possibly Magic Thingy, generate random spell, give bananas to 0/2s, Mana Cyclone. Snap Freeze onto Shrivala, the biggest minion. Opts for the Mana Cyclone. Yep. Galaxy a big pickup, especially if Archmage is in the deck, which I believe it is. Well, pretty sure it's a lens every time. See what happens. Well, no, because if he lenses, then Wild Pyromancer does. But it's not like an attack anyway. He loses out on his 1/1. Probably still lenses, though. It's a 0-mana Shrivala and a 25-mana spell. Holy Wrathing face. That's right, baby. Hit him in the face for 5. Rips another Holy Wrath. That's it. You don't ever play Shrivala here. Ray of Frost. So many spells. I don't even think you pick Ray of Frost, do you? I feel like that's too many spells. He might just pick it and then use it later, but that's a lot of spells, man. Picks the Shooting Star. Okay. He doesn't have a single giant. He only has a single giant left. I believe he has one sea giant left and he has one normal giant left. Could be wrong, though. I know he has one sea giant left because he runs 2 sea giants. I mean, we're most likely going to be seeing the Cyclone here, almost 100%. Oh, you want to? Gets 4 spells. Not the best spells. He did get cycle spells, though. Ziliak's hero power turn. He's got to save the last Holy Wrath for when he Baleful Bankers the Shirvala back into his deck to deal the 25. Purple milled his only heal in the deck, from what I understand, so. You just slam the minions here? Like, maybe you go Fairy Dragon. Oh, he's just opting for the unexpected results. Scorch Face. Okay. I would have gone for maybe like a Fairy Dragon Mirror Entity face. Just because if he ends up... I don't think the deck does run Doomsayers. But Fairy Dragon would have died, so. But unexpected results would still be in the hand, so he'd still have the ability to generate extra minions. Sorcerer's Apprentice. Does he ever play this Luna's Galaxy? I would like to see the Galaxy be played, but that's just me. Like, this needs to be played eventually. But now if he plays Galaxy, it feels like shit because the Wild Pyromancer. So yeah, just load up the board and try to push lethal. Okay. Hammer of Wrath, really? Well, Hammer of Wrathing Sorcerer's Apprentice every time. There's the Baleful Banker. I believe there's 2 cards left in the deck. Yep. So with 2 cards left, Justsaiyan wins in 2 turns. Well, technically, yeah, 2 turns. He needs to draw that last card to make sure Shirvala is the only card in deck. Kills off the card that can't be targeted by hero powers. Or oh, he actually kills off the bigger minion to play around the Conjurer's Calling, so he doesn't randomly generate 4-drop minions that could possibly heal him. Just saying, knowing that purple does have to play spells, the Wild Pyromancer is probably going to end up killing off the other minions, which it does. There's the Archmage. So this is kind of like why I wanted to see Pocket Galaxy earlier, because if he would have gone like Archmage for free and then played like, I don't know, any spell and then been able, like, for example, he could have Ray of Frosted his own minions to generate fireballs to do double fireball face. It would have put Justsaiyan at 12, you know, it would have put him at 5. Technically still wouldn't have win, but it is what it is. Pings his own Archmage. Hogs. Shirvala, Baleful Banker, Holy Wrath Face. What up, Atmosphere? Pizza has arrived. Dude, pizza sounds so great right now. Holy shit. Yeah. This Paladin deck looks super favored versus Mage. Keeps 2 giants in the hand. Justsaiyan has Novice Engineer for the draw, Loot Hoarder for the draw, Christology for the draw. Yo, Christology is going to be so good when it costs 1 mana. Like, that's insane. A 1 mana draw too. That's craziness. Just started a new job working overnight. Was happy to see you streaming. Well, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations on the new draw. Or new job. It's a night job, huh? Can't say I've had a night job before. I mean, I have obviously, like, I stream really late normally, but all previous jobs have not been these hours. Slams Banana Man. I wonder if he just throws down Giant, because he has 2 of them. 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. Whoo! Yo, how's it going, Blastoise? Is this the Blastoise that I see in like almost every huge streamer's stream? You're like always a mod in their streams. And you're always in them. I don't know how you do it, man. If you're that Blastoise, that is. Like, you're every streamer that I watch, you're in their chat and you're a moderator. I don't know how you do it, dude. You're insane. Blastoise use fucking hydro pump on all streamers. Get them all covered, dude. Crits everywhere. There's no point in trying. These Holy Wraths are really interesting. So Justsaiyan has used 2 Holy Wraths between this game and last game. Like one on face, and I believe the other one was also used on face. And I'm assuming he's using them, like at least one of them, to draw, and that's because he has obviously 2 of them in the deck, and he really only needs 25 damage with the one Shrivala at the end with the Baleful Banker. So like technically you really don't need 2 Holy Wraths. So just using it to like deal some damage face, draw an extra card when like your plays are kind of like your plays are limited for that turn. Like turn 5, what was he gonna do, right? So it just like opens up a little bit more versatility for the deck, knowing that you're only gonna have to use the 1 Holy Wrath. Definitely heads up play from Justsaiyan. That's me? Well, that's awesome, dude. Welcome to the stream. I feel honored to have you here, man. Obviously, you're a very well-respected player. I'm not lying. Literally every stream I'm in, I see you in chat. Whether it's for like Navi or Tice or Dexter, like he goes with the timeout, blocking 16 damage. Makes sense. He has 2 timeouts in hand, so he doesn't really mind using a timeout now to block out 16 damage, which would have been like most of his health, putting up for like a 2-turn lethal. So the timeout here is pretty big. He picked up the 2nd Holy Wrath, but as we know, he's not going to use this one on a minion, just because he already used the first one to deal the 4 damage face. And the follow, dude, honored, man. Welcome. So just saying, wants purple to commit to the board more because the Shrink Ray is in hand. And the Shrink Ray, as we know, like turns everything to 1/1s. So like making these 9/9s basically useless. But purple probably won't overcommit. He'll know his 9/9s are pretty good, and he's gonna have to deal with them. And if he doesn't deal with them, it's a 2-turn lethal. So we'll either see like a Wild Pyromancer Equality here. We could possibly see the Shrink Ray, Wild Pyromancer, or we could like see maybe a Humility on one of them, and then like he's willingly taking 9 damage, hoping purple commits more to the board, thinking he doesn't have the removal, and then following up with, of course, the Wild Pyromancer, Shrink Ray, and stuff like that. He opts for the timeout. Nothing I stated. Absolutely, okay. This is absolutely nothing I mentioned before. So. Purple definitely doesn't want to use Research Project. It's going to help the Paladin draw. He does not want to do that. Yeah, I would have opted for like taking the 9 and then just throwing the Humility down, but I guess that still would have been bad because he just swings with 9 anyway. But as we can see, purple here is now like committing more to the board, trying to set up like a lethal the following turn, and this is like Not exactly what Justsaiyan wants to do, but like this is the board he would rather AoE down. You know, he got a Conjurer's Calling out of the way. He got like he got the Mana Cyclone to go down there. So not that Mana Cyclone's huge, but purple couldn't use it for as many cards as he probably could have if his hand was smaller. I only watch like five streamers, but everyone says they see me in everyone's stream. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. Every stream I've ever watched, regardless of Hearthstone, you're in it, man. You're a moderator and you're always chatting. Oh, King Crush off the Astromancer. This is huge. Oh my god. Not what Justsaiyan wants to see. This is bad. Purple's out of his mind. There's the Shrink Ray, here's the Wild Pyromancer, and here's the Draw 2. I like the ordering here. A lot of people go like, they instantly think Wild Pyromancer into the Shrink Ray, clears board, right? But this way, he actually can keep his Wild Pyromancer at 1 HP, forcing purple to, you know, have to use the 2 mana to ping it down, or he's just going to leave it up. So it's just, you know, small things like that make your ordering better so you can keep your minions alive to make it a little, slightly more awkward for your opponent. So we're going to see a massive amount of spells here from purple, as many as he could probably possibly play, so he could follow up with his second Mana Cyclone, which has been sitting in his hand for quite a while now, to generate some random spells. So we'll see if purple can high roll these like he high rolled King Crush. Another Conjurer's Calling, very big. Arcane Intellect, not bad. Polymorph, Polymorph really doesn't do too much in this matchup. And he uses the Conjurer's Calling because he knows he has the second one in hand anyway. So being able to put a couple more cards on board is pretty solid. Blood Mage. Haven't seen that card in a while. Have not seen that card in a while. There's the counter spell hitting down. There's the Consecration for 3, clearing up the board, and the Mana Worm. You definitely wanted to use the cheaper spell first. You'd be like, Rob, why did you use Humility on the Mana Worm? It already has 1 attack. It's to proc the secret to see if it is the counter spell or maybe even a Spellbender, so we could get those out of the way and then go ahead and use his Consecration. Blast Wave, he's going to get 2 random mage spells. This lines up pretty good for a Twilight Drake because he has more cards in his hand. It's going to have 9 HP. Oh, 10 HP. Well, big pogs, dude. What up, Sleepy? Flash of Light. Good draw. Good heal. Prismatic Lens. More draw. Like I said, when the Paladin really isn't getting pressured, like right now having like just a Twilight Drake on board is not a lot of pressure for the Paladin to deal with, because Paladin, as we know, has a lot of heal, a lot of defensive cards, so just saying it's kind of free to just heal and draw here. Doesn't really have to worry about clearing up the board at all. And he has Shrivala in hand at 0 mana. He has the Holy Wrath and the Baleful Banker. So the key of Justsaiyan, all he needs to do is draw 3 more cards and Justsaiyan wins. If Justsaiyan pulls a nice 2-0 sweep against purple here, we might actually see a little bit more Paladin on ladder, just because of how well it's doing against the mage. I mean, we can see it here. Like, it obviously is very, very good. Which is weird because, like, Warrior has a shit ton of removal too, but apparently Paladin is the go-getter, the breadwinner. Is a second Baleful. Wild Shrink Ray. He knows he only has 2 cards left. You might as well make sure your opponent has no ability to do anything on board. As we know, the mage doesn't really run any chargers or anything crazy like that, right? So doing 19 damage is very much so out of the question for the mage in a single turn. He could, however, use this Ice Barrier to juke out a counterspell. But then, as we know, well, yeah, it wouldn't really matter. He could just play Shrivala and then go with the Baleful Banker and then Humility his own Baleful Banker and then go Holy Wrath. So I guess that technically also does not matter. So even baiting the counterspell wouldn't matter in this situation because of the 1 mana Humility. But he'd probably go for it anyway, even if it was a counterspell, just because that's kind of how Justsaiyan wins. Pretty sizable board purple's built up. But I'm pretty sure if you just go Shirvala, Zil, and then you Bayful Banker the Shirvala. Well, no, because then there's one card left, and if he draws Shirvala, he's still going to have to wait an extra turn, right? So Shirvala trade, heal for 7. Ziliax trade into the 2-3, heal for 3. Bayful Banker in between, targeting the Shirvala. Okay, so if Justsaiyan doesn't draw Shirvala, he has lethal, and if he does draw Shirvala, he has to wait an additional turn. What up, Cole? How's it going, man? I'm just saying, sitting pretty at 25 HP. Like, how does purple come out of this? I don't know, man. I feel like in this matchup, like for the mage to have won, he needed to either get giants that didn't get answered early on, which is like how the matchup goes, like how you wanted to go in the early game as the mage, or you could get like a really nasty archmage off, but he hasn't drawn archmage, so hasn't been an option. Yeah. I wonder if he kills the 2-2 and goes face for the 1 and then hopes that Justsaiyan attacks with the 1-1 and then he gets 20, I believe it takes him to 27. Oh my god, Justsaiyan. Well, he drew the Shirvala, but he can just trade. He doesn't need to go face with it. There's no reason he should try to proc this. And he'll probably humility something just to make sure it's not counterspell. Or if it is a counterspell, he wouldn't use it, and then he would use it the turn that he wants to do it just in case more counterspells are generated. So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So he doesn't even want to proc it now. Very smart. Yeah. Wait till the turn you're doing the OTK to proc the counterspell, just in case they happen to randomly generate 2 of them. It's good. Why play Khadgar? Because the mage knows that it's going to be dead the second the paladin has no cards in deck. So you basically want to like give the paladin other things to worry about. He's also already seen double consecration and 2 the hammer of wraths already. So like, or the other hammer of wrath. So granted, there is still a hammer of wrath less. Like playing the Khadgar now, it just, you need to get stuff out there. You need to win because the paladin's just going to kill you in 1 turn with 25 damage. And the way it does that again is it Bayful Bankers Shirvala back into the deck. It uses the Holy Wrath to deal damage based on the minion you've drawn. As we know, Shirvala has 25 mana cost. It's when it's using the Holy Wrath combo, or the Holy Wrath combo, it doesn't go off its reduced cost. It goes off its original cost. So, and there he goes. He tests for the counterspell on the original Shirvala played, and then he Holy Wrath face. Perfectly played by Justsaiyan. Well, played very optimally. That was good. That was really good by Justsaiyan. Played very, very well. And it's not like the mage didn't do anything either. The mage summoned, it had giant into Conjurer's Calling on turn 6, I believe. So like, it's not like the mage didn't have good openers. Like the mage had what the mage does. So really, really good. Ooh, we have Dog versus Soleil. Hell yeah, brother.